We pledge love and loyalty to we country salo. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salo. We not for make this country fall. Mama salo. We let we salo. But this sweet land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salo. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they buy. We they are, we just a try. This day I don't come up and dry eye. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they buy. We they are, we just a try. But this day I don't come up and dry eye. We pledge we love and loyalty to we country salo. My how we day, my how we born. We sweet salo. We not for make this country fall. Mama salo. We let we salo. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salo. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We salo. For the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country. I guess a carpets, no man keraka. Come on, Konica, come on, Keraka. Chamucham, Mama Monica. Kai Bom, Yama Konica. For the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country. And they go and they beg. Then come and shame. The people that they gen. Then Nagawa shem. They make me put the chicken and the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. Forgive them by scripture. They make me put the chicken and the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. Don't forgive them by scripture. We pledge love and loyalty to we country salo. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salo. We not for make this country fall. Mama salo. We let we salo. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salo. I said no place like home. I like it, I can talk them, I like it, I can fight them.
Okay, fumble them on a good evening, on a good afternoon, on a good morning, wherever on a day. Afuma mina piari second one. Bonesia biana kawiena. As I can always say, this platform is about analyzing what in they go wrong in our society. I know the care for can't talk Nancy's story or for can't talk about Julius Madabio and Escoma, whoever. I don't care about those idiots. I care about what is going wrong in Sierra Leone. And a lot they go wrong in our country where we know they pay attention to. What did they go wrong in Sierra Leone? Not to yesterday start. It has been going on for a long time. And it only reach the climax where from that point, if we're not careful, Sierra Leone is lost forever. One thing I think we all get forget clearly. I don't see them now, and I go see them over and over until it stick. That's my work. I'm a teacher, a professional teacher. I know say, not to one day they talk something, it stick. There is nothing like accident in life. Everything about we life now a result of the way we they think, a result of how they interact with our environment and with people in our environment, and how we they allow the thoughts of others for impact we. This is what progressive nations, progressive people have understood. Now I make the difference between developed and underdeveloped nations. Every human being gets emotion, but progressive nations control the emotion because then they look at the rationality. In Sierra Leone, we put the emotions before we not look at the rationality of what in there happen. So we can talk from now until thy kingdom come. I swear to the God we will not believe. We maybe not to the correct God. Because the correct God the God we Sierra Leonean believe, now the how they babysit them. That babysitting God not they exist. If you don't take the bull by the horn by yourself, you get no results in this life. If we don't pay attention, Sierra Leone is going to sink into an oligarchy of crime and corruption. The process we don't start a long time ago, but we didn't see it because we are concerned about the actors, not the origin and the element of the actions of the actors. We get for pay attention. Today, they can't deal with this issue of drugs and money laundering. Everybody don't talk about them. All man they point finger, but are we really aware of what it means for we country instability? Are we aware of what it means for we country in future? Today they can't lay that now. Let every Sierra Leonean conscious say, whether you dey inside Salono, you dey outside Salono, the Sierra Leone that is taking shape now will be a place that 60% and more of us will not be able to live. Before they delve into the details of that, I will allow let me co-host greet you now.
Nesi awana ye awise. Yame no seke nungo sukuri nuto. Famule in a cabo plenty cushion tona. I can understand and I can feel the passion in the co-host, the voice, and rightfully so. I stand with her, shoulder to shoulder, with that same feeling. We have been saying this, and we're not going to stop for say this, that with perception has a lot to do with the thinking. And with thinking, obviously, gets to do with the behavior. The quicker we visit this aspect of we mentality, the better it could be for we. You know, just like waiting, my colleague say, all kind jobojaba we don't hear, all kind talk we dey hear. In fact, now the social media, where now one of the most beautiful thing ever created by mankind. Salon people that don't go there back. Anything we will put to hand, we get for Puella. Now, didn't they push propaganda, lies, innuendos, things that we not get for benefits, we not get for help. We just today, I listened to an audio where a guy by the name of Patrick Mada, who then seen a PRO for SLPP, he make a comment in an analysis where he make. I don't know if not yesterday or today. He says Salonde on that list, not to because of any other reason, now because of tuberculosis. Why you do that? Now say, is this normal? This is new law. For a man we go school, he be PRO for a political party, reside na America, no get concept, no get knowledge. You were supposed to build a bridge between una party and the people. Now you they come, you they make vicious lies. Lies that will not get bearing, lies that will not the whole water. Why lies that when you look at the fiber shifter, you put water, all they go through. Because even a kindergarten, you read that, they go just giggle. You know, una don't make una self to clowns. And now una they make the whole country feel like clown. We get issue. Like, what do we get that we country so? We country don't turn to a narco state. That means to say the drug baron and not infiltrate all we national institutions, the courts, the police, the journalists, the immigration. And I make for understand, say, this routine, where they don't pass to another company, drug people they hand it them. Now a way they sell them to them undercover for me they use them for clean their money up. These are the
That's a
things,
speculation we can make actually.
you know, yes. These are the things that we should be talking about.
Well, we get to be careful because
Yes,
some of
I
them
they come, I
involve
they come.
legal issues. I'm coming, sir.
Yeah, I they come that done. Please.
When they take this platform to court, it's Boy Jalo that will go to court. That's a speculation.
Lad, please.
Let me protect my channel. Let me protect my legal interest. It's a speculation.
What I'm saying here is it is my it is mine.
Yeah,
And
but
I
at the end
stand
of
by.
the day, they are going to take redemption to court, and redemption is Mohammed Boy Jalo Jamboria.
Well, it seems anyway. I'll go even back to you. I'm not going to go further.
You see, we all get them speculations here, but we not get the proofs. But the fact we can say is, and I'm not being emotional about it, narcotics has been in Sierra Leone since the days of Shaka Stevens. I they always make this clear. Narcotics has been a way that certain people have been raising funds to support certain movements. Narcotics played a lot of role in the last war. When Ahmed Tijan Kaba was in power, his son Mohammed Kaba was involved with Jibril Kamara and Zainab Kande. They were run after by the DEA. Jibril is in prison in the United States. Mohammed Kaba died in Lagos for some reason which I don't know. That one I can legally and conveniently say. Then came an Escomar's regime. The whole thing continued, but on a more subtle way. Now we have a bunch of people who don't care. They don't care about Sierra Leone. They care about staying in governance and enriching themselves. We have a bunch of egoistic people in front of Sierra Leone. And we can say within legal limits that there is an international proof of their involvement with drug cartels, not only a drug cartel. The question we should be asking is, why are these people involved with the drug cartel? Why? Is it only for the money? No. It goes far beyond the money. It goes far beyond the money. There is a danger that Sierra Leone is now a place where a small group of people are using connections with drug cartel to reinforce themselves in power forever and ever. They can use the dirty money to buy arms and ammunition, keep them secretly somewhere in preparation to disrupt the nation's governance in the event that they are going to be taken out of power. That's where we should be looking. That's what Sierra Leoneans should be paying attention to. We have an idiotic party calling themselves the All People's Congress. Hey, 2028, back to power, my foot. Since this whole thing started, the APC has been playing ball, rocking and rolling quietly. They have not even come up with a strategy to get the international community's attention so that pressure will be put to rid the country of drugs. They are playing ball. Auto business. 20, what you know, when they organize yourself, 2028 with the winning. You not go win selection. You not wait. These guys are enriching themselves for a purpose to stay in power forever and ever. And people are not paying attention. And when the guys are staying in power forever and ever, what's in the product? Sierra Leone is going to be a filthy, selective country who say, who than want the 90 day. It can even get worse to the point of ethnic cleansing. These are all things we should be looking around. Then we don't tell we in a joking way say, Udana SLPP na in Sierra Leonean. Udana SLPP na in Sierra Leonean because SLPP they enrich themselves with dirty money for make sure say they control Sierra Leone how they want. They can buy ammunition. They can buy elections. They can do anything to stay in power. Already state capture. Who say una fit say state capture come out? Na dirty money. Then they give journalists them dirty money. Then give judges dirty money. Then give everybody for make sure say state capture no happen dirty money. Then take one old chief justice, pull an apart and send a Masai commissioner. Do we know why? Have we sat down to look at what is going wrong in Sierra Leone? If America say, then put we on orange list, yes, anybody getting opinion for express, not tuberculosis, fine. But America, they know the reason will make them say, we for there on orange list. They not say person know they go America, or they say restricted. That means they get for give you clearance. You get for go through certain scrutiny for make them sure say you not the person where they want in their country. Because already they know America is being used as a money laundering and drug trafficking hub by some people in Sierra Leone. They know that. They don't have to come to the public to say that. We have to put aside talking about people now look at the real issues in Sierra Leone. Because when Sierra Leone reach you side, then guys say want them. 90% of we who then are the diaspora not ever get for go back now country. Me like me, if I not go there again, so be it. But for a lot of people, it will be painful for them not to go back. So now pay attention. Now pay attention. Something that will not bode well for Sierra Leone is happening to Sierra Leone. It's not about who is playing ball, who is not playing ball. It's about stability, it's about democracy, it's about with freedom of movement as people born in Sierra Leone. All that here on the so arrest of our haunts. These are just preambles. There'll come a time when these guys have enriched themselves, they would even come after people in the diaspora physically for Hamwe. Because they get the money for hire any kind of in the world. We know they look at the dimension of what's in the go wrong. We they look at the politics. Hey, SLPP is doing it, but it started long before the SLPP. It's only unfortunate now we get an egoistic set of leaders with only concern about themselves. We get a greedy set of leaders who only concern about themselves. And if we have to be honest, the APC now then lower the bar for make we get idiots them in power. And then lower the bar. Because if Anes Koma go take an idiot like Gento, he begin get a contract. That was lowering of the bar. He take an idiot like Sano, get a contract for literacy during Ebola. We lowered the bar. How do we correct it? That's what we should be looking at. So over to you, sir.
Just from where we were, if I can ask a question, do you think there are Sierra Leoneans that would have the capital to buy Sierra Leone outright?
I not see the kind business where they go on in Sierra Leone for make them get that money for buy Sierra Leone. But I see the possibility of foreign capital being injected. Why I don't want us to go out of track, anybody can invest in Sierra Leone. Me was sit down so back in 2015, I went with people with a total sum of $2 billion investment that never took off. And that was clean money, not dirty money. So it's possible. But looking at the state of we country, I not see any credible business who go take $1 billion, $2 billion, go salon for go buy any business there. But we have to be careful. The law, okay, for respect them. If we say Madabio is not respecting the law, if he's behaving like an idiot, I'm not going to use his idiotic method to correct Sierra Leone. I'm going on a different path.
Fine. But I know there is no Sierra Leonean that has that kind of money, and I'm reliably informed. But anyway, the truth of the matter is, waiting they go on, nothing where they go side by side with other bad things then. Because any side with drugs day, almost side they go up. Any side with drug day, then you get arms trade. Any side with drugs day, then you get female trafficking, that is prostitution. Outside drugs day, then you get arms trade. You know they walk alone. You know they walk alone. So this is a very complex thing. For MEC, we get opposition, we get parliament, we get law enforcement. They are all quiet about the thing. Rather, we they see some certain moves and they happen where I find really funny, where we minister, they call the ambassador for Kaka ask a question. Where if there is any question to be asked, now we government get for explain to the people them But this accusation, where the Dutch government levy upon we, and we all see evidences parading all over the place, all over social media, about the said individual inside Sierra Leone. And not only in Sierra Leone, it gets patrimonial connection with the person we're supposed to preside over we country.
Well,
With all of that happening, information minister not tell we what really they happen. In talk for say they for me exchange prisoners with confidence.
Who is the prisoner they are going to exchange?
I don't know. Then
they cannot see any Sierra Leonean where they're in prison now Holland.
It's a joke. The more they look at the thing, I just they feel, troubled because I see them like clowns. Big joke. But the issue what they talk about, a very toxic issue. Not a thin way you they mix with joke in any way or any form. So I'm like saying to myself, what the heck is going on? You mean we go get issues like this? They don't send one way ambassador packing. They say they don't want it again. And people country.
Well, I don't see that man they from the tower and say then send I'm packing.
Exactly. The whole
When I don't see him, is he alive?
Well, that's make him even more complicated. All these are happening right under our nose. Before we ask intelligent questions,
And as you don't they talk about Madabio, do this Madabio, do that.
They talk about things them for divert people's attention for something where they can seek with country. And this very man where they preside over, we now tell we for say in the travel all over the world for repair we country image. We see how far I don't do that. We see how far it don't go repairing the country image by bringing drug baron in the country and associating himself with them to an extent where he and in-law. Then they go church together for let God forgive them.
That God that people worship in Sierra Leone does not exist.
Well, that is another question for another day.
The God that is worshipped in Sierra Leone does not exist. I have no fear about saying it. The God that exists, Sierra Leoneans need to understand that God. Not to say God not the God they, but the God where we Sabina Sierra Leone. Now the God created by politicians for keep people them under control. They use that name of God. It's a false God to tell people that they were chosen by that false God to lead them into damnation. This is what we have been doing since Jesus was a boy in Sierra Leone. Even they tell us, say them pastors say, don't do as I do as I say. Why shouldn't I do as you do? But let's not deviate from the topic. Let's come to the topic. This very Sarah Rutile we mentioned, but
Abi they talk where you jump in.
Okay, go ahead. Because I want to come with something about Sarah Rutile where people need for pay attention to.
You see, at this juncture, waiting we country for they do, for try for strengthening, we porous border them. Because we border them now free for all. All man they come and go as they want.
Mister.
We waters them. We don't know what in happen with waters because every 2-3 days they go say them find one boat yonder where they can land and not see the people them. This happen yonder, this happen yonder. But the reality of the matter is we get serious issues, and these issues are not being addressed. What is Parliament doing? They're not called the police chief. They're not called the foreign minister. They're not called this, but it's rather we already foreign minister. They talk for see, in one for see the ambassador. Then they make a big deal about it. All is cliche. All now window dressing. All now smoke screen. But the reality is, then they fail or address the underlying problem. And your underlying problem there, even a blind person can see the problem. But they refuse to deal with them. And the opposition, then they share. Now, Ususu then they enjoy. Now they all depend on. If anybody tell you for saying that SLPP want to depend this, the person not like Sierra Leone. Both APC and SLPP depend on, because you go ask yourself, why is APC so quiet? All these pretend when they talk about 2028, all na pretense. All na pretense. They know what's in the happen. They are shareholders. They all they benefit directly or indirectly by what you go on. Then now they say they don't ban 46 countries in Sierra Leone. We all know for say America they frown against drug business big time. And Sierra Leone, they don't catch lots of Sierra Leonean them all over the world over issues of drugs. And they don't catch other citizens them. Like one when they catch in Liverpool, when a British Schofield for about 40 million worth of cocaine when it transit from Sierra Leone.
When was that?
That was about a year and a half to 2 ago.
It was in 2020.
You know, so with all these things happening, we get a cloud over we head, and the cloud not a move. Instead, they create situation for make the thing get even worse. Now the thing not malignant; it's a spread all over the place. Man, I don't know what to say. I just.
Well, the point is, there is a disconnect with the Sierra Leonean public mentality, if I can put it so. The disconnect is Sierra Leoneans have been used to, oh, this don't do this, God go pay them. Yes, God go pay them. Then they, go without any denial. But what are you going to do to correct what has been done? Since 1961, we don't the God they pay the idiots they put in a power, then they misuse we country. Now we don't reach the climax of Halaki. You know why I say the climax of Halaki?
Mm-hmm.
We don't allow crooked people for consolidate themselves so much that now, if we cannot come together to understand the problem as it should be understood, I want to say this here today, whether people like it or not, Julius Maada Bio and his SLPP will be in power for as long as they want. If we don't stand to understand what is going on. If even the APC ready for unite after this, when these guys would have consolidated themselves with money, dirty money, when they go down arm themselves to the teeth, it will be difficult to get rid of them. You know the weightless snake grow into bowman before you say the fetam. Let us look at this thing systematically. We have an international alert about drug dealings in Sierra Leone. Mm-hmm. We have an international alert about Sierra Leone being the key point now where they supply drugs to Liberia, Guinea, Gambia, etc. That is there in public domain for people to see. Don't we see the magnitude of what is going on? Don't we understand the magnitude of what is going on? Can't we ask, what is so poor about these guys in power that they want all this money? If not money, they want. They don't if enough for make them get money. But what they are doing now is they are creating an oligarchy. A crooked and evil oligarchy. We go get So much money, then go reach anybody anywhere in the world for neutralize you. They will come to some trying to bribe them. They will come to some trying to kill them, eliminate them. So if anybody feels, me are the America, not to me business. Now you business when it come and come. The other side of the story where people are not they see. Why is it that this government very recalcitrant about a proven criminal amongst them? Is it because only he's connected to the head of state? No. 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 Last election, we know how they make money so we able to fund the election. And I've been telling you since that time that something will be exposed about Sierra Leone. I'm not tell you saying a drug business, but I tell you say something will be exposed. Because I know say investigations had been going on full scale about Sierra Leone. The fact is, there are over 3 cartels operating in Sierra Leone. Now, Bola Yosinonuna know because he's connected to the first family. There are other cartels.
Say the first criminal enterprise in the country.
Well, now the first family because now I elect them.
But I stuck for life.
When I put the bar of presidency so low that any Jack and Tom can be president in a salon. If people get the government they deserve, we should not deny that.
Hand me audio, I make a nuclear. I say an escromalo adiba. Marabi you don't put an on a ground. So the banner ground leader.
The Sierra Leoneans have put it on the ground. Not only those two.
You talk about
there are people who are supporting them. This is why they talk say that tuberculosis in the America. They say that tuberculosis. He's supporting what is going on.
A shock.
He's supporting what is going on.
You talk something where I want to talk on. Where it's very important. You talk about bribe. Then he bribed them already, and then they bribe them from the word go. Then he give them rest. Rest don't land na fruit, and then they give them rest.
Yes.
You know, with the arena them places there, they say this for votes. Now rest and they give for votes. That is how people are gluttonous, they're rochimbele, and how they have God. Now rest and they give them for buy them vote.
Yes, now the issue of discussion. And then say China don't give we rest. Yes, they don't give we rest. So what? Then take una iron or give China free of cost.
Now buy them, they buy them vote. And
Adeka, why let you listen this side? It's not about votes. It's about stupidity. We have iron ore at Tonkolili. That if we had a good deal, the country for they make minimum $2 billion every year. We take our China. So China, then they satisfy their conscience. They no say, then people how they deal with them to pit. So now they give the rest no more. Yeah, so the rest are not the big issue. Just like how Neil goes. Go Sierra Leone under President Momo. Go exchange rest for diamonds.
There is something you've left behind. They're not just they're sorry for we. There are Sierra Leoneans that want to take kickbacks from them deals there.
But you know, the kickbacks now the one thing. The very people them when they give the kickbacks and sit down back and look say, if we want to continue for the under, we for use the Arata method. You know what's in the Arata method? Where they eat the food, before they blow them, let the person not feel them. Okay? That's what they are doing. And do you know why this thing they come out now? Do you know why now with the but if it's now we begin? Do you know why now with the but yes or no?
Yeah, talk to me.
It's because the global politics they change. The closure of you said there's ushering China aid, soft politics. China is replacing USAID. Until we get Manjalaji mentality, we go ever left for that.
You know, it is so they eat me inside. Where everywhere else in the world, where you they give people them material things for let them follow you, na corruption. So they don't corrupt the people them for believe say where you give person rest na good person. And you know you use that pattern there. Why is it that the people are not they catch up? Because everywhere else na crime. That's corruption. In a democracy, you know they give somebody any kind of gift, whether na rest, whether na money. Once you they give them something, na conflict of interest. Where you they take that rest. When salon people they go begin say, no, we no want. I go be out because of that. But I know they vote for you, you're a criminal. But if that you they read people them way as cheap as them, when I take the money when I eat, when I take alone I eat. You know,
We come back to what you say. The religion will get us to religion. The mentality of dependency getting root in that wrong religion where they don't teach Sierra Leoneans. That wrong religion tell the Sierra Leoneans say, now God the makuda for Alaki, now God the makuda for better. So if you didn't have the Alaki domain, you therefore take her easy and depend on the how better. Whether na thief man, na drug dealer, or whatever they do. These are the things we need to change,
this is the reason
Mister.
why. This is the reason
Mister,
why.
are they come?
Yeah.
This now you they talk about Sarah Rutai. I tell you, say I get a very important point for make for Sarah Rutai. You know how they call this point?
Mhm.
Sarah Rutai is in the Bont district, not Moyamba district. Sarah Rutai, then are the home of the head of state. Sarah Rutai is owned by a company that is Sierra Leonean. Then there's their workers that ask for their rights, then go all the man and then lock them in prison.
Beats, then carry them go.
You know the message? This is the message we should be using to Sierra Leoneans. Because you get people that want to tell them, hey, but how for do? BD, mia. Now BD, then they do now so. Now my own brother, they lock una ass na prison. Sorry about being rude.
Beat you know like bata.
Beat una.
Yeah, like bata, like kele.
Yes. So when ten come una make BD. This is the kind of consciousness we need to begin to give the people. That nobody is working in their interest. They are always being fooled. When I ask for their rights, then go lock on a cell. When election can, they can't tell una BD me, una vote. Fine. Una continue for vote.
I know the fact about what I'm about to say, but I could trust you. By that, they don't care one truck rest for go get them and keep them out after they release them.
Yes. Why not? Why not?
And they go gladly back.
Why not? Then they clap. Then they call them, they count him up, then talk to them, then clap.
I got one video I sent for you, you know, where somebody they talk about rest with them, bring out for them. They talking very bad English.
I see that video there. I decide not for just ignore them because I want to bring that consciousness to the people that it's time you wake up here. I always say this na this platform. Sierra Leoneans get for wake up. I know they tell una say una go fetch, but wake up. That man they misuse una. Then tomorrow back he can smile to una clap for him. We don't misuse una. We can't tomorrow tell us okay, but paddy thank you, bo. Today be lock in ourselves. Go no more your way. Tell God thank you how we day. Then these guys will begin to understand they are doing rubbish.
You see, I'm glad you wait incident in there. You see, sometimes we talk there. We don't talk them, and we know this. It not gonna happen overnight. Slowly, the monkey started jumping from tree to tree without falling.
Yeah.
Then go gradually they learn. But you see, outside person don't develop a habit. It don't form a habit. For many left out overnight,
They
it's not
don't form
easy.
a culture.
Yeah.
Now culture, not
Because,
habits.
because now what they talk, it's like when they throw water over dog's back.
Now we are the bad guys. But
You
I mean,
know,
I don't care. Oh.
because one of the person where first inject the phenomenon of when they give una the money, una prepare them, una eat them. I can't you kela. Now he be mantra
Well,
now
now they do so.
where they talk to the people there.
Mister, the man not go far from what he say. Oh. Now they do so.
You know, make it just try for bring that in there for remind people the pattern, how the things they go. You know,
Now they do so. They prepare the dirty money that they get a eater.
yeah.
If you say what he say, no, they do.
Waiting make with people them not go sit down and realize say how long we go dip on this. Give we rest we eat them. Tomorrow back you want for it because Bele no get holiday. Bele, all man, whether you big or small, whether you rich or poor, whether you are large or skinny. Now one thing you dey work for this one na for Bele.
Now for Ibele.
And Bele no they ever excuse one day. Bele no get holiday. Bele no they take holiday. Now the only place now in life where holiday not a day. Every day you get for it. Every day you get for call debt. You say you have to put something inside my bag. So when you go, you take the rest, you eat them. Then tomorrow back, you begin on. Ooh. So you get for go back, then you another bag.
Yeah, if the man not they forgive other bag.
You go label it to another person.
If you not get that, they label it too.
You know see what they do now? Where some people can label it and give the rest. Where PC can give the rest.
You know they see the trend what I want create.
Okay.
Yeah, you go label it and give them. But if that man they label it to no day, then he get for it. He see cable now, he dey go cut am.
If electricity
What I'm saying in short is
the cable
because people not they think the way them for think, then they allow a few people then for build them up into criminals. Crime is created by inequality in society.
Other you know me so happy, but
Mhm.
all man they talk the nonsense. Donald Trump a bad man. Donald Trump may be bad, but his decision where he make for all aid from Africa, now the best thing we ever do in life. Now the most that's not to accident too. That is a God in divine intervention. So
but
now
you make they succeed. I think come what the Chinese they don't can say. You see, let tell you one thing today, man.
there's a crusade now they go no.
Let tell you one thing. The international community, they know we Africans than we think we know we self. They know exactly how to treat us. I don't care whether I say Chinese or Russian or American or European, they know how to treat us. And this is the danger we have in Africa. A continent will get 45% of the resources what the world need, rather than we look inward for see how we go able to use we resources for develop we self. A continent will get the youngest population at this time, rather than we look inward for see how we make use of that, we sit down per manjalaji. A few Africans don't they get that awareness. But as we always say, it will take time. The only good thing, I will tell you this, whether we like it or not, the resources of we continent cannot be exhausted in the next 100 years. So maybe the generation coming, then go benefit from them foundations that we don't begin to lay. Let people then think properly.
Well,
We know they think properly now. Make all time poverty they with we.
well, me they make this prediction I had today. Looking at what Donald Trump don't do. Waiting you talk is a possibility, but that is even it's not going to work. Because when you look at the Traore phenomenon na Burkina Faso, the phenomenon na Mali, the one na Niger, the one na Senegal. The francophone countries are waking up.
They
And
were never colonized. That's what we should understand.
They are waking up and they are throwing the right blows and they are doing the right things. And everybody, me man, could you have ever envisaged anything like this happen? Traore go na Ghana for the inauguration of the Ghanaian president. Everybody ignored the Nigerian president, the Ghanaian president. The whole crowd, the whole Ghana, their interest in Traore. The man, all man see as revolutionary, all man they admire him, and he is educating the people. He is doing more than anybody in educating the Africans. And Sierra Leoneans too are looking to that direction. I'm telling you. So, just like how we can talk, certain things that already happen, not to accidents, but I can see the African spring day in the making. I'm telling you.
I not deny that, but I wonder we take certain things into consideration. I don't tell you before, say, Traore, one, now a product of a process where we don't start from the days of Thomas Sankara.
Yeah.
Secondly, I have lived in Francophone West Africa. The Francophones were not colonized. They were dominated by a foreign power, or different from colonization. Domination means now we they in charge. So when we come out, una can continue how una want. You understand me? The Francophone then keep their culture and everything intact. Anglophone, we were completely colonized. Now I make Salomon they telling company Salomon say he not sabi book because he not sabi talk English. That's the worst form of colonial expression. I don't know, tell them that education is English.
Well, if man tell you say you're local, what did that mean? You're local.
Well, all that now they tell you say we colonized. The Francophone and them proud of being local, them proud of their culture. They were never colonized. Those are the things we get for look at. Whatever they talk about Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger may work for the Francophones. But for it to work for Anglophone, we get for look at the social matrix. It may work in the Gambia. It may work to some extent in Nigeria. It may work in Ghana. But Sierra Leone, it will not work. Let me tell you one thing today, mister. The Salomalek for make noise about what the other people and they do successfully. But the Salomana gets the initiative for start for do something successfully. What would they talk so now? People and they listen to and they say now nonsense with the talk. Because for them, it's not part of their mentality. The mentality is how for make money, not how for think for make sustainability. The Francophone then get a mentality of sustainability. Ghanaians have a mentality of sustainability. Gambians have a mentality of sustainability. Nigeria, they move towards that very fast. What in they make sustainability? Now, unity of purpose of the people in a country. In Sierra Leone, that does not exist.
I agree with you because myself in a man way I like for doing research. I enjoy doing my research. One thing where I love about Burkina Faso, them buildings are indigenous.
No, forget about the building. Do you know the origin of the name Burkina Faso?
Adekam.
The origin. Have you researched the origin of that name?
Maybe used for calling Upper Volta.
Yes.
Now they make the country for upright men. You know, then change it.
Burkina Faso. Now, two different main languages, then combined so. That they tell you about ethnic unity.
So, as I be they say, then building is indigenous. The roofing system, it's like alleyway on the top. People walk on it, then they congregate on top of the roof, then they use them for dried and grain, then they all get grain houses.
You
Then,
know, architecture they talk about so.
uh-huh.
Are the Mali Empire architecture.
Well, inside they get their own irrigation, their own local kind of irrigation.
That's the Mali Empire architecture.
Then
now,
on top,
old architecture. You don't use them as Leone, now they build there anymore.
then
Now, want iron rod, not so.
Yeah, anything about iron rod, everything about iron rod. The people that we make iron rod now, England, and they also no iron rod.
Well, no, we get cement. They know they use cement for building.
Yes, Papa. the how you call themselves? The women them. A whole professor come on France. Go admire the way they paint, the artistry way involved in them painting, local painting, and even they paint. Now some mod them, then they use color them, use them on everything from scratch.
Mud and plants.
Yes. And for me, those are the things I admire. And you remember when Sankara didn't have power, they not import any Western clothes. They make their own clothes. They were self-sufficient in 4 years.
You able make Ronco right now?
Under 4 years.
You able make Ronco na Sierra Leone?
As I be out for even plants.
You able make country clothes?
As I be out for plants the wool.
Well, so go ahead. What I say then colonize you now. You don't understand how you
the thing is to start with the colonization what they do to win us Sierra Leone. It make we hate ourselves. We hate everything indigenous. In fact, when you want something indigenous, they call it munku. And the real meaning of the word munku.
And me, I don't talk and the try they go salon. Now you don't talk again for the wear every day.
Not what you wear make you munku. The word munku na ignorance. Na person with ignorance. Na munku. Not a person where just wear clothes where you not like you call a munku. No. But unfortunately, we take things them where not got nothing to do with we. We bam bam. Then we're busy, they call everything local. Even when you get African fall, then call them Timney fall. But if the African fall, the Timney fall, fleshy, they call it English fall. Even mango, when they grow in England, if the mango fine, an English mango. It cannot be Sierra Leonean mango. It's like we're in denial of who we are. And it's so quick. I hear somebody where I go reply, they debunk him tomorrow. He make an audio, they compare two things them we're not to like in any way or any form. How would you, person where they advise, they're saying advisor to an Eskuruma, you so dumb that you make short a daft comparative analysis. You say Bernie Sanders, very outspoken. Ingo compare Bernie Sanders to Fatima Bio. Call catch me. Bernie Sanders don't be a representative for 16 years. Then he don't be a senator for 19 years. All in all, now 35 years that man not suffer. That man
Bernie Sanders, I not think he get political party self.
Yeah, that man don't run for presidency now under the Republican as
Democrat, not to be Democrat.
Yeah, under Democrat, yes, 3 times. He race. He do the race with Obama. He do the race with Mrs. Clinton. He do the race with this last man we come also. What's his name himself?
Biden.
Biden, yes. That man a seasoned politician. You know,
You
almost
know, like I'm in
committee
on
and that
this
man dey
thing.
inside. You dey go make that kind of comparison there. This na man wey na journalist, when I be advisor to an escrow. No wonder the government dey fail. If na people like them kind of need they make advisors.
Well,
Can you imagine?
Mister,
Oh, yes, sir.
I don't say left for attitude. I dey
You
tell you this word every day. I dey tell you say I work in a salon from 1979 to 1998. I know how that country they operate. In Sierra Leone, idiots them, then they raise up. Like me and you, where they think this way, we not ever rise in a salon. We too radical for them comfort. How can you compare somebody who gets an ideology to person who not get ideology?
Thank you, sir.
Bernie Sanders, the reason you make America they reject him now because of your ideology. There was a time they considered him to be a communist or a socialist.
Yeah.
The man is not. He's just a social democrat.
Yeah.
We believe, say, the wealth of the nation should be distributed for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
That's the ideology of Bernie Sanders. Do you what's in a Fatima ideology? Because you go say big brother and then they what we.
No, he married to the president. Now him make it qualify for compare. And the only
Oh,
person
I for talk because we they talk make we good people. How many people when I say Leone when not they talk? You know must talk with they talking on social media every day.
I'm telling you.
But 90% of those talks are irrelevant because you know they show you what's in the way forward.
This individual not stop Leo. He go further. He said then the next person when on the list. Oh, I'm proud of Fatima. Fatima, you can equate her to Malema. Malema get the own party.
I know why they do that. Don't worry.
He not stop Leo.
Mister, no waste your time. Mister.
Oh,
Mister.
That's
Mister. People without ethical standards, they soon expose themselves when they find themselves in material quagmire. I will repeat this word. I want to share and take note of that. People without ethical standards soon expose themselves when they find themselves in material quagmire. What does that mean? That man will not get ethics. They add up small. Now you go know the kind person will be. I they go back before I come to this one where they talk. You can be a brother, Mr. Suma. We go take Shabro name. What then give una the money una prepare now una eat them?
Can't believe that.
Now he is with the group that he said they should not join. Not so?
Mm-hmm.
You know to make it join them?
Mm-hmm.
So Alienians never asked what he make can the Kela join Madabio. When I be saying at the office he want, the boy be don't add up, he don't broke down. So you want to rebuild. Now the same thing with this when they talk about Fatima. Check and good, it don't add up. So now they look for attention, let them go call her say Bokana, or maybe they wire for him $2,000, $3,000. Say you are doing well.
I did debunk him tomorrow. I'm going to
No, you don't need to.
No, I'm going to do it.
Don't please. Don't waste time on irrelevant people. I don't need to tell
not
you.
for him I dey do am, for the people them way they pollute.
You know the task we
get
get?
that responsibility to the people.
I want let you listen to this. You know the task me and you get?
Mm-hmm.
Now that make her bring this Sarah Rutile issue. The only way we can take Sierra Leone forward, now forget people on the side of the SLPP, Let them begin see reason. You cannot get them to see reason by attacking them. You can get them to see reason by using practical examples of how then they misuse them. Sarah Rutail, then a Bond district. Now the home of the head of state. Company they operate there, then go catch you all go lock on a cell. Then not do an akono, Fatima go intervene.
Same
Nobody
issue.
no lock nobody.
The
Not to
same
so.
issue.
Are they
Structure.
come? Are they come? Nobody no lock nobody. Not to so.
Mm-hmm.
So if the people of Bond district, they know they think, if now what are they not head, fine for them. Then I see them, what they call it, yeah, that bidi me, and I say, okay, but that it's fine for them.
Inside this
These
talk,
are the things we have to be bringing to the public. That's
inside,
what gets people thinking that, oh, something is wrong with us. Let us change.
inside this talk where they talk, the gentleman also drop patrimony inside it. He say in Mamana Albert Magai his sister.
But don't they say the mad up? They look for recognition. Always your energy.
He say, you know,
Don't all my able be hard up.
he say in Mamana Albert Magai his sister. Albert Magai na your uncle. Oh, now you know that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I know, you know.
Now recognition they look for. Mister, don't waste your time.
I say, wow.
Don't
wow.
be surprised if you read and column, they make him special ambassador.
Papa, I don't tell where they pan, I don't notice him. I don't tell where they pan. I don't be here for years.
Well,
But this
anyway,
thing the answer.
Me and I don't they talk and I say, Mother Biona me demia, but I know I'm nothing from
This time are the debunk am. Make it just look like what is supposed to look like. But I can say this all the time. But when fish get rotten head, the body self rotten. Rotten head. When fish head rotten, the body self be rotten. And I know happen in our country. Oh, we get rotten. President. All he wanted because he said, because the man talk am. You know what I like Madabio for? Madabio, blunt. He said it. He said, I only pick people where Asabi.
Imran.
So he pick the one them where reflect exactly who he is.
Imran.
Yes.
Are we create Madabio?
Yeah, of course.
And if now we create them, we for able control them. What do I mean? If the APC been do their homework properly, a guy like Madabio not ever go State House.
You say they do their homework properly. APC tell me.
But I'm very serious about this, Imran. Sierra Leone was just coming from a war. We've seen the mess that was caused during the Ahmed Tijan Kaba regime to the extent that the path afraid for in life, he left for Ghana office. Now he also be the rule from. We see the power, because of massive corruption, he asked DFID for help and set up anti-corruption commission. APC can take over. Hey, let's be honest, yeah? Let's be honest for once. The APC give room for Madabio for rise.
Of course.
They never, and even now, I will tell you one thing. The biggest pitfall of the APC party, they have become more capitalist than the SLPP.
By far. More elitist and capitalist.
And the other thing, when I them pitfall, they hate to that they think straight. They want to that they say, yes, sir. How for do now? So the pardon say, that's what puts you on the good books of the APC. And what's in the product of that mentality? The APC lacks strategic thinkers. I don't care whether you call them Dr. This or lawyer that, they don't think strategically. That's why the SLPP, they always get the upper edge. In politics, Now strategic thinking in the work. Donald Trump, out of the blues, became president in America. You know how much year then groom him for be president? And do you know who groomed him? Russia. That has coming out now. APC at this time, then forget strategic thinkers where they guide the affairs of Sierra Leone, because I will tell you this for free. If this continue, the APC will die a natural death. There will be ethnic harassment in Sierra Leone and a lot of other things coming up. We possibly say we country go back into another bloody war. Just because the APC then sit down and then buttocks complacent. Rather than then sit down for work as a team and look at Sierra Leone and say, okay, we are not in the ruling class, but we are concerned about the welfare of the people. Let us plan what to do and how to do it so we can get the people out of this. You get 50 candidates, all man, they make photo, they pass on social media. Secondly, you get a set where they call themselves Team A. The other one, they call themselves Team Z. You get one set, they allow for social justice, which is correct, but they don't have the correct strategy. You get all kind of mix up, box up. So then they give room for evil for prevail in the country. The APC get for wake up, then get for take the blame of the rubbish show.
I'll be truthful to you. APC ceased to be All People's Congress from 1977.
Well, fine.
Even USSF don't see that.
Fine.
Under Ernest Koroma, APC become a one-man party. He's an
Madabio they work with so.
He's an oligarch.
Madabio is following in the footsteps of Ernest Koroma, only that in bloody.
He not be ever work in a team. He work singularly, alone. He not work with other people then, not at any time. You find out for say, even when he talk for say, this is the regime change. Nobody knows ask a question. Who
changed the regime? Who changed the regime?
Why they changed the regime? What was the reasoning behind it?
Well,
nobody
cares to ask.
Because, you see, because
now the same BD mentality.
Now be the alpha, now be the omega. He makes the decisions. Everybody follow. You remember where we talk the last time? As with country, with culture. Best part of the thing there derive back from we set your own culture back.
Yes, that caste system.
The past system where they do referendum. The elder they go inside room and come out. We don't decide. That's what they do. Nobody ask question. And even that decision they with the elder they make. Best part of it, the party maker.
Yeah.
Now a decree.
Yeah.
So that was the style of leadership and Nkrumah get. To an extent where he say don't retire. Anytime they need to make any decision, they never go make any.
Then now they don't go Nigeria, go meet him recently.
Because they cannot function without him. They cannot.
That the BD mentality.
They talk say, hey, now I get the money, now I able to sponsor the party for money, this, that. So what thing he do? He starve them, the money, he use it like oxygen.
Mister.
Yeah.
Mister, if APC ready for make money, then he make billions of dollars within 1 month. Get to do the correct thing, then you will see members. Barack Obama, even get an online presence where I put $50 from Norway. He collected millions of dollars. APC can do the same thing. The APC no need for depend on one person. But the fact is, the mentality of the Sierra Leonean sick, mister.
My brother, the impunity within inside APC, not the any side.
No, because we get a mentality of impunity in we, not culture in we.
The
We
money when they
accept
collect,
them.
the money when they collect already in the party, all lost. Who side the money go? Who that eat some? They ask for
Now
them to
the
do an
party
audit.
eat them out for do.
Mhm. These are the things. If they happen, nobody know they ask questions. Country where we all the grow up, we get pumped in a yard them, we get pumped in a junction. Almost every junction get pump. Now with people that don't reduce to get in water and gutter.
That is if they see the water.
Almost them water pump they open a free ton per week.
Now you don't understand what you mean.
I know what you they talk. I just
The
the
time when rain not they come, where water not they flow side and they get water. You see, we people they need for wake up. The wake up what they need for wake up, not to for go take stone, tick and machete or gun, they go and fet and cause. They need for wake up to the fact that the one they will put before we, they're not the working we interest. We need for hold them accountable.
Well, I go back for the fire under. In some cases, them you get for use method for there, you get what you want. Because
You know they work.
they come. Burkina Faso where push come to all man come on at street. People that come on at street, they said boss.
Imran, I
That's
want
what
to
you want.
listen to this. I have said it. The Francophones were never colonized. 1, 2, then get ideology. Almost then another come on at treat na salon. Who say we go for school na salon? Not to 1967. Then I will make 3 coup within that 1 month day.
Yeah, 3.
Did it change Sierra Leone?
No.
Well,
Because they
when
don't
they
know.
pull, are they come? I want you understand one thing. Hey, they not get school side and they teach violence. They not get school side and they teach revolution. You know what they bring about anything and they? Now 3 conditions. 1, want. 2, inequality. 3, we're lacking in Sierra Leone. Direction and ideology. The RUF war, it destroys Salon more than Salon Binde. If you see, they like today, you get a government where the people are all now idiots. They are products of that 10-year war. We broke the psyche of the people. It traumatized them. Any drastic change now in Sierra Leone, they make them worse. If you now want to now believe, you now want to now left. Because me not get for mixed. Any drastic change in Sierra Leone is going to produce a leader worse than Madabio. The process may be long, slow, and painful. It has to be a re-education. Education about who we are is lost in Sierra Leone. The Sierra Leone the Sierra Leonean no longer know who that be. We are caricature of who that will be. We are so traumatized that anything now we're evil, anything we're painful, it appeal to we psyche. Okay? Some of us know it. That's why we are kicking against. What I'm saying is, the people have a right to grow consciousness. In Burkina Faso, Thomas Sankara came, he was overthrown and killed, but the consciousness continued to grow. Today, Traoré is plowing on that. If we expect Sierra Leone for change overnight, well, we'll not go ahead. I wish you now well. I see another Somalia in West Africa.
Somebody very prominent. I need to tell me today. They say pump the open 3 times a week, 3 days a week. So in 7 days, now 3 days pump the open.
Yeah.
We pump up in, all man go scramble for water.
Yeah.
That yellow, 5, 6 gallon. Now all man get, picking them all, but picking them the late for good school and the start for good school. All day then they get water. The one that we get money, that the very people that already cause them problem there, then get Bowser where they bring water to them. So they go look for water.
That's what we want.
Bowsers for them, they can come pump them up in them tank.
That's what we want. We hail those people as people chosen by God. Then so God mark 'em. Yeah, so God mark a laying the better una sit on the unlucky. These are the realities we need to face. When first month come, the very people they are lucky we, and then they go all over the place, they go and shave breast. Not so?
So in all power, all to himself. Now where he go, everything they helter skelter. Everybody feels to say this is kapu kapu now. It's my turn. It's my turn. Now they go on to kapu kapu.
Well,
All man now kapu kapu. Because
so how
when in
can
the
we get the people to understand that we need to come together, we need to be constructive, we need to work together, let we get this change what we want. Especially we were then at the diaspora. Because I will tell you the biggest problem for Sierra Leone today, now the diaspora and Sierra Leonean.
big time. Big time.
A lot of us in the diaspora think because we they earn penny, what in the gonna Sierra Leone to a problem. If somebody call we cry, we can cut $50, $100 or send and I'll feel proud.
That's what I said last week.
You understand?
Mhm.
But that's very stupid.
That's what I
Because
said.
even you would pull that $50, $100, you know they help you.
But we get that culture, not concern me, not to me business. Let them try the me at least, I they work. But the fact is, with the society, they broke down gradually, directly or indirectly, it will affect you. It affects we all. Most of us, we
And
be
it don't broke
outside.
down now. It don't broke down
Most
as we
of us,
talk.
it don't tell where it broke down. Now that make most of we left. Most of some of we not be feel safe there anymore. Some of we not be feel to say we go ever survive there because me they don't beat me a few times. So I had to leave because I don't feel comfortable in that society there. Because for me, in a canary, I have to use my mouth. And yanda, then say freedom of speech is allowed. But if you talk, they're not going to guarantee you freedom.
Well, and we
Mhm.
don't tell you now.
Yes. Freedom of speech, you know that the constitution, yes, yeah, enough. You can speak. But when you speak, your freedom is not guaranteed. And that is a society we don't born. We still let it happen because we accept them.
And 30 days would they accept them.
We accept them. When
30
somebody looks
days would
for
they accept them.
something stupid, when Shaki be there, Shaki clever. You say what can them? Where's that chromatic other candidates them? Pull in a Bible hall, he say, when I not go for a walk. They take them and go lock it in a room. They laugh, it's like clever.
Me where they talk so been the day.
Well, that's done in a row.
1982, I was there.
That is.
Because I was there with my in-law. We be one stand for Potluck or Southwest.
Mhm.
Then lock her up because they normally go nominate. It was to prevent the candidates from going for nomination. I was there, not to say then see.
So APC or SLPP, the culture in Sierra Leone, people don't like opposition. We culture not get room for opposition.
The Sierra Leonean not like opposition. The Sierra Leonean would they tell and true if it na the enemy, na radical, na not serious.
And let
But
me
them were serious. Look at a country we're supposed to get $15 billion every year from a mineral and other resources. They're not able to get light 30 days, 64 years. Water no day, 64 years. Okay, roads they want to because Manjala G they give you road. European Union, they build road, this they carry build road. Fine. But the basic thing for make we society continue as a society, the basic things then for make we able be productive in we life. What's a productive? Able work, produce goods and services, market goods and services, create consumption and production. All of those are absent. When a cheap foreigner come, he can open a second or third rate factory, we make big ceremony, we clap.
You know,
And as Koma in term, we be see plenty companies them, then go open, how then call them now, lumper. Are we hearing of that again? No. They open, I call this company in McKinney area, that Adrax. Would they hear about that again? No. Madam, you don't come, you don't go open iron rod factory, or me go call well, plastic rod factory, because the rod me see if it plastic, you will burn out. You understand?
you know,
You know, all of this, all of that. When he go, other hand go come, he say go count your fact. This is what we are with the recycle a lakina salon.
you
Because we
know,
know they think properly.
for let things then work in any society, you get for encourage competition. You get for create an environment for let people then compete fairly and let the best man win. That should be the culture. I have a privilege for talk to one old man,
Mhm.
very old man. We dey talk, but issues them like them one day I will talk about so.
Mhm.
I didn't say me picking because that man, I mean that age group. He say me picking Sierra Leone has been an unfair society. A lot of people have been eliminated just because they were opposition. They know they ever try for create healthy competition where people then go compete and allow the best man for emerge. And in that process, there will be growth in we mentality, growth
Yeah,
in we social attitudes.
yeah.
It say, if you look the pattern, it say put loco. Esa Kuruma no be dede. Esa Kuruma is start his career in a Freetown. Then it
In
come later.
political career.
Yes. It
Because
come,
in work career and a boy start.
yeah. Above school boy. He's an above school boy.
I know.
Mhm.
And he work in a cooperative in a bow for some time.
So you come back na Puloko. Owe kana Puloko. People like Kazali, they not be comfortable with Kazali. Kazali was smart. Kazali was seen to him as a competition, and you know tolerate that. So me and you be talking, and I talk was I say, hey, that man didn't so that a ritual good night say me man forget about that. It's in a past and past.
I want to let you know one thing today.
Mm-hmm,
I learned one lesson from Sierra Leone.
mm-hmm.
If you want to survive as a smart person, you get to adapt a level of rare boy attitude. People should be afraid to take advantage on you. You see Kazali, you see Dr. MS Fona we talk about? They were colonized minds. And we live the British way. You know they work in us alone. Me don't tell you say if me been get intention for going to politics, but woman not the sit down. You know what you do? So man a middle net and they will get on 2 dozen. And I tell and say if you read this in a treat, will they come back waiting past this now they do with you.
Who young? There was a young man where
Kai Kai.
where Kemokai.
Kemokai, I mean why they
Mm-hmm.
say Kai Kai. Kemokai the teacher.
Mm-hmm. A teacher, they teach about them, they respect them. If they try to add value to the people in lives, if they educate the people, them, if they open their eye. Mina did not like that. That boy did. The sailor stoop down. For somebody, they stoop down and you not get money for compete, but you get the people there, the engine behind it. Then killer. The boy they run the holla, they run gonna policeman and lock them out and they put on a door. They eliminate her. Yeah, what's happened? The Minasa not also the same system eliminating self.
That one may not they put me more today.
You know?
You know, Jamaica not they put me more today.
Mm-hmm.
He who lives by the sword will die by the sword. This is a natural order. It's the law of cause effect. Okay? So me not they put me much parenting and they are not they argue bottom. But what you mean no? In Sierra Leone, if you don't want to join them, don't join them. But if you join them, now begin say, na God they make and they can't kill person for God's sake.
That's something I know. I don't fed up for it.
He either be Satan or he be God. You know they be both.
Anybody sit on this wall, you allow somebody build ball over your head.
My business.
Then you sit down, you watch and back. He trap the ball, he pass under your waist. He left by you. If you pass over your head, make sure say not pass under your waist. You block her, you three foot him and kick her under your waist.
You know, Imran, maybe there is a spiritual reason why all this they happen in Sierra Leone. You know what you do?
Mm-hmm.
Not the first term. And I'm not think say not the last term. Maybe it go happen over and over until a certain point it go stop. From Sir Milton in term, we die. And this rubbish beginner salon. Dr. John Keffer Smart, after all the rubbish show them do, he considered if he been team up like man that and this one, then salon before take a different direction. You understand?
What a gentleman.
Gentility not the outside babu and day. Mister, gentility the outside gentleman and the outside babu and day for be babu. The only thing be the most intelligent babu so that they go respect you. You understand me?
Telling you.
Gentility not the outside babu and day, not the work. You cannot mix oil and water. You know the work. If you want for be oil, be oil. If you want for be water, be water. We can forget certain things correct. The people of Sierra Leone get forget certain things correct. They cannot be sitting down, hoping against hopeless hope. Nothing will ever change in that country. The people get the power for say, we are tired with this. And they have that power without using violence. I've made the voice come out. Then recently, when they were singing a Kenema, we heard the other thing, then they come out. It had an effect that we did not notice. Kenema boys, we didn't sing. It had an effect that we did not notice. It tampered down a lot of things. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I will not expect, say, all of these changes go be overnight. It's not possible. But let we keep people them on the alert. Let them keep asking. Let them keep demanding. That's the only way we can control it. You know what the guys here they use on the people of Sierra Leone? Now, one simple thing, intimidation and fear. The day they realize that the people can no longer be intimidated or the people are no longer afraid, then they behave themselves. I make me they sit down and they tell them that they belly fiber roast goat. The other head fiber like could have been the touchstone. If they hand them vex. Let them keep me na the head. Let them make hotel na the head for boy jalo. But I go they tell you na that because that's the way we can control you. I they control your emotions, then I control you.
I'm glad the way you bring this 1964 business after the death of that the first prime minister. A lot of debates don't go who that should, who should not have. And I'm glad the way you self talk say, Kerifa Smart concede too
He
easily.
concede.
But when you look at waiting the situation be there, as it were, when you look at documents and you look at the situation as it were, when then go to Lancaster House, say when they go Lancaster House, Albert Magai na PMP, if you don't left the party.
Well, now you just confirm who I say Kerifa Smart concede.
If you don't left, Albert Magai no be there na ASLPP. If you don't left, it then na People's National Party. Now they be there when they go, when they can England na Lancaster House. He was not SLPP.
Ian Shaka Stevens.
Yes. He come under the coalition. That is the other party that we mix with SLPP.
Yeah.
And they lead
Sierra Leone Congress Party, PNP with SLPP. Now then
Yes.
three being get the coalition we go.
Yes. I go send this list here to you. The list as you go, the number one person will lead them. That's Milty Magai. The second person, now Honorable MS Mustafa. The third person, now Dr. J. Kerifa Smart. The fourth person, now Honorable H.E.B. John. Then the fourth person. The fifth person, now I.B. Tilo Kamara. The sixth person, now D.L. Somna. The seventh person, now Kande Bure. The eighth person, now Paramount Chief RBS Koka. Ninth person, now Paramount Chief by Koblo Patabana. The 10th person, a Paramount Chief Jaya Kaikai. The 11th person, a Paramount Chief Vandi Mustafa JP. Then the next person under, now Albert Magai. Albert Magai be there under.
Well, you just don't confirm what you are saying.
So you're right. You're right. But now that's what we for Naya.
If you want to be head of state now, salary for be an educated rare boy. Somebody they meet her no more pattern and say, well, I hear you again.
You know? We consider.
Now that's mother bio they use so.
Habits not a change.
Listen, Mister. Now that method mother bio succeed for you. Say pauper. But if you ever use pauper, you for use her with good intention. Mother bio your pauper. Now bad intention pauper.
I agree with you.
You understand?
I agree with you. You know, so the man come back, he can't run election again, he beats Kaba, but he concede back, stand up because he win the election there. He winner.
I was there. Don't tell me I was there.
He winner.
I was there, mister. That net of that presidential runoff. I was there at that building that is now SLPP party headquarters. I was there when they count, they say 35,000 or 70,000 votes were taken off. The vexation of Abbas Bundu, I was there. I was there. Also here, see, I was there. I know exactly what happened. Then get for call Peter Penfold, call the American ambassador, then come, then go sit down, talk inside room, who then come out and say for the sake of peace, let Tijan Kababi head of state. I was there.
You see that in the way you talk about, so this sake of peace, now don't become the cliche.
Now him, when man beat you, he say how for do? Yeah, for the sake of peace.
For the sake of peace. That's what is happening.
All right.
This is what is happening now in the country. Everything now.
It has always been happening.
The sake of for national cohesion.
It has always been happening. When Bata Macaulay misinterpreted the constitution, say, Udana Minister of Finance, now for be Prime Minister after Milty Magai, then talk to Kerifa Smart say for the sake of peace, he concede. When they conduct election at a wartime, where they're not supposed for vote na Kailaun because they've been there under siege, he lost the election, then say for the sake of peace. So let the sake of peace and that God that does not exist continue to direct Sierra Leone. Because the God where Sierra Leonean them believe in, they exist. The God where they exist, they allow them rubbish here for me. They allow that God where exists. He say, I made man in my image and likeness. We are all equal in the sight of God. Therefore, can begin say, these are the chosen few, these are my blessed children, these are my cursed children. That God has to be something else. Where they think that way.
You talk something where, I don't know if now play with the play, but I think we're very important. There is a fact for back what you talk so. Historically in Sierra Leone,
Mm-hmm.
during the 67 elections, we did talk about for put down.
Mm-hmm.
It happened in Sierra Leone where then try to bring this thing as in for make coalition government, national for national cohesion.
Mm-hmm.
Because Stevens rejected that flatly. He rejected that flatly. Now you see in pedigree as a politician. You see, Tim Liman and get a parable.
That 1967 elections.
Mm-hmm.
We get forget one thing clear. Shaka Stephen did not reject the coalition. He rejected a coalition that was to be led by Albert Magai. Because Albert Magai did not win that election. APC and SLPP being get the same number of votes. Then LAM Briwa, Kaisamba, and Prince Williams cross over to APC. We give APC the edge. And the Governor General then, Lightfoot Boston, was going to appoint Shaka Stevens as Prime Minister, weighing a Norman, and then force the son of Lightfoot Boston, Larry Boston, for overthrowing Papa and put her under house arrest. Shaka Stevens, after he came back from Guinea, 1 year later, he formed a coalition government. Now, the first coalition wherever exists in Sierra Leone. He bring people from the SLPP on board, the first government. Now that bring FM Mina and a few others on board. Then Kesi Bamanya, I call this one Fasulu Kutamba of Kono.
Sukutamba.
Yes. Now that bring them on board the APC government at that time, and some of them never left again. Okay? Yaka Stevens was a crafty man. And the part that we deny say that coalition where them be one do for make Albert Magai continue for be head of state when he actually be lost the election, Shaka Stevens was right. Now in the Shaka Stevens for be head of coalition. And he did it after he came back. At that point I want to make let get and clear. He didn't deny the coalition, he denied a coalition with Albert Magai as prime minister.
I have the letter. I will read them in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing the way you talk where assess a very important thing. Where you talk say you get forget the mentality for struggle and fight for what you believe in.
Yes.
Where
Yes.
in and they call conviction. You get to be convicted in your politics. And Tim Niman gets a parable where I don't know Osai it don't go. You know they're not the north anymore. If I know they're not the country.
Because
say-
I don't lost the culture. That's
They
all.
say kidnapping. They say kidnapping. Now you one day. Kidnapping.
Name.
That means to say that Trangaes now make you a boy picking.
Name.
You know? And
Not a team the man no more say that oh.
mhm,
That single then sing say this is a man's world.
mhm.
What if we say them in? This world is a hard place for you to stand and face challenges. You know what I mean? So then say this is a man's world. That means it's for male. It's not male, it's the masculine nature of existence. Now, then they talk about. And I the same thing, I the team, the man they talk. For make you stand in this world, you get for be masculine. Because you get for face challenges. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Now, they mean. It in most languages, but then they say I'm in different way.
I don't see the letter go Fenam. He writes a letter to the Governor General. He said, I advise you for let advise yourself. That I know we know. And me parliamentarian, they behind me, then stand with me, say we are not going to accept your proposition.
Yes. And do you know why Shaka Stephen took that position?
Mm-hmm.
He knew there was military threat behind the Governor General.
Mm-hmm.
He knew about it. Because Shaka Stevens, that particular day, before ever then they go for make Governor General, they go announce them. Them in then a pack. Now they then first go open fire upon them. I don't know if you know about that incident today.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now they then go open fire upon them, then kill somebody there. People then scatter. May not be there, but we had the bullet because by then I was living at Fuabe Road.
This
Not too day after that, now we hear the announcement, then declare martial law. Santem.
Mm-hmm.
Santem, now then declare martial law. Say all man for going inside was coffee order. People them running helter skelter. A lot of people lost their lives for that.
This Konoya so where then they make this nonsense where they go on so. Konona, one of the most independent area in Sierra Leone, where them get mind of their own. Them even get their own party, KPU.
Yes, I know.
They're not be mixed by APC, they're not be mixed by SLPP. In fact,
They
at
were
that time,
incorporated into the SLPP with the SOS and I call the other body.
you know, the KPU, Songo Briwa, now be educationist. If they do so well for the people, he love the people, and he be very dedicated to cause Nakono. SLPP not able to handle that. Then frustrate that man, they even banish him. He get for left Kono, like Kamakwe go sit down.
Now they.
He go sit down like Kamakwe for a long time.
And that was what made him APC.
Mm-hmm. So after waiting, kind of where all man they talk for say, oh, this, that, and they put your foot down, he said no, they join SLPP. Because that was time for him to pay back, to make them pay back. He said no, they join.
Well, he didn't pay back. What he make us say he didn't pay back?
Uh-huh.
Apostle Asabi. Asabiam. I tell you, say, I come up from a home where they're not been there in the forefront of politics, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
But Briwa and I mean namesake with Tapli Magobe, they were all like equals.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
They be used for the circulate amongst themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Songo Briwa not to be vengeful man. Not a vengeful man, not a man how they keep grievance. Listening to him from a distance at that time. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Now the one way you go put in the group of them, Kefa smart, then they regret what in they be, but then see and say, okay, what you go do, how go do. This how for do. And one of the things will make our country don't they go bad. Imran.
Mm-hmm.
He was not a vengeful man. Same with late Tapli Magobe. He was not a vengeful man. Tapli Magobe was not popular with the SLPP because he stood out for what he believed in. That is same with Songo Briwa. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
This is Sierra Leone. This is the Sierra Leone we have.
This was the time we'll get people that were very principled.
Yes.
Now, so
And
it was
from that time, they begin broke principles now the society. If you stand for the truth, you are the enemy. I'm not going to say, na so it be, but Taplima go be in die one na Jotong, he get a lot of questions unanswered. That road accident we killed Papa, he get a lot of questions unanswered. We country has been a cycle of evil from day one. And what's in the reason of the fatness alone, you know? Imran, you know?
Mhm.
You ever know? Sierra Leoneans ever know the reason for all this fat? People feel say not just the power for seminar head of state. No, sir. It's about control of
Of
resources.
course, right? Fully.
Who that then help yonder? Now here the one they always smuggle with diamonds and then they do business. Now we don't take on to the next level. We take 12.8 billion metric tons of iron ore, we give it free to China. Now China don't open the you said they can't give you shipwrecks with a dance. Like housekeeper, but they can buy diamond in exchange for rest. Ebo, it do so loud change now, my salon.
I don't I
It do
don't
so loud change.
I don't see the letter.
Now we add value to we self, na salon.
I
Would
don't
they
see the
make we self too cheap?
I don't see the letter. 20th March 1967. Letter from Shaka Stevens to Governor General Sir Henry Lightfoot Boston, outlining the reason for his refusal to form a coalition government with Sir Albert Magai. Your Excellency, I refer to the discussion which Your Excellency had with Albert Magai and me this afternoon, in the course of which Your Excellency made undernote points, among others. Shekilegda among others.
But you
He
not
said,
shall be talking like Shaka Steven.
he said
If not
that
Shaka Steven they talk, I go say, Your Excellency, I
he
have
said, hey,
observed. You don't say me the picky
yeah.
word.
Then he said, A, that the two parties should form a coalition. B, that Your Excellency was not promptly informed of the result of the recent general election as and when this result came in. He said, C, Your Excellency was not impressed with the so called crossing over of the independent candidates to the SLPP after they had contested the election as independent candidates. And D, that Your Excellency's suggestion of coalition government was prompted mainly by your conclusion that the voting in the general election appeared to have been done on tribal basis, and your fears that such a tendency forbid forbode evil for the country. I beg to inform you that I have discussed these matters with the All People's Congress elected members of parliament and our legal advisor. I was much regret to inform Your Excellency that after exhaustive consideration of the above matters, the All People's Congress are totally unable to agree. They are totally unable to agree to form a coalition government with SLPP. I must point out that the differences between the parties, such as the differences about one party system and proposed Republican constitution, are so fundamental that two parties could not possibly work together. We feel that to embark on a policy of coalition would be tantamount to a betrayal of the electorate and a political suicide, particularly particularly so as the issue on which the elections were fought were very definite and clear. I should like to draw your Excellency's attention to the following points. Out of the 60 contested seats, The All People's Congress 132, an SLPP candidate 21, and the Independent 7. This gives a clear majority by the APC All People's Congress over both SLPP and Independent of a total vote cast. Over 470,000 were in favor of the All People's Congress. Some 240,000 for the SLPP and 120 for Independent.
Then are the registered voters at that time.
Yes. It is a special significance for us to note that Your Excellency has not been much impressed by the alleged crossing over of the Independent to the SLPP, even before the House is summoned. I should like to refute the suggestion that the elections were fought on tribal basis. In the Western area, where the population is cosmopolitan, we won all the contested seats in both towns, even though we did not win a single seat. We had 3,490 votes, where the SLPP had only 2,955 votes. Your Excellency is no doubt aware of the campaigning difficulties placed in the way of the All People's Congress in the Southern Province. You see, that was not new, where we won a seat. Our member further considered that a continuation of the present state of tension is not in the interest of this country. In accordance with the advice of the All People's Congress elected members of parliament, I would respectfully suggest to Your Excellency that Your Excellency should now exercise your constitutional right of appointing a prime minister in accordance with section 58(2) of the Constitution. In the circumstances, I respectfully submit that the further discussion between Sir Albert Magai and myself and further meeting with you on Wednesday would serve no useful purpose. I respectfully counsel Your Excellency to advise yourself as the next action. Like I see, it's not waiting. It's let the Governor General advise himself. You know, even when people let me tell me for saying I draw them, you get 32. Now be lie. SLPP get 32, APC get 21.
See,
Independence get 7 seats.
APC get 32.
Yes. APC get
SLPP get 21.
21. Then they lie by we, they tell me for saying this, that when I found this document, I was like, wow. And I be 32.
You know, Imran,
Yes, sir.
Lying has been and is still a part of the Sierra Leonean. And the whole world know we for that. They no say they lie. Even England, they know na say una they lie. They no tell una no more. Me, they don't tell me na no way. Somebody when I a close person to me, when a senior man at the society, one day they talk, he say you different. I say, what you mean? He say you know they lie like you company. I say, so you know say they lie. He say if you have say you not sabi una.
Salon auto them when they write say na be 32. They be wait for the chief there for camp. It was a hands down.
I they come, Imran, allow me, please. There are certain things we need to begin to say now that the people know. Lying is part of the Sierra Leone culture. The politicization of ethnic groups has always been a problem in Sierra Leone. Then two things here now that we need for challenge, and now they always tell you this in an indirect way. Say, any forceful change now they lead way to disaster. Because those two things, if we not find a way for address them, you know, Tina, the solution for Salon?
Talk to me.
If you say that, a lot of people will say this man and nonsense they talk. Now divide Salon. Southeast, let them be one country. Northwest, let it be one country. Because before independence, this was the problem.
It's as always.
As we talk, so Naina the problem.
Yeah.
And let we say the truth for the sake of the truth. The problem is not with the Northwest. The Northwest then flexible. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
The problem has always been the unitrack mindedness of the Southeast.
It did this letter.
With a column, it's not tribalism. I always refuse to refer to it as tribalism. You know what it is? It's a cultural dementia.
Yeah.
That we need to heal.
Yeah. We really need to do that.
It's not tribalism. Now we left what they talk about tribalism. Yes, those people may be speaking a language different from what we speak in the Northwest. But it's a cultural dementia. It's a dementia in the sense that there are people amongst them who don't believe in that, but they are tied down by certain cultural attributes, not for raise their voice. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So everybody in the South is glad with what's in the gun. So
No. But Solomon Jamiru resigned.
But could and they were not glad we they see him every day now it in open sight. That lower level election violence na Kenema. People think it's not about the candidates. It's about certain group wanting their candidate, when they say they think differently for Kansai. Now we get examined with country for examine them.
And the status quo not wants them for Kansai.
Yes, thank you. Now you get the point. It's a cultural dementia. And for make we heal them, we get to tell we brothers then at the South and the East, let them understand, say, it's not in their best interest for make this continue, because at the end of the day, now we look at Sierra Leone. Now then they go and tell them all kind crap, say, if they sit down, other party can rule Salon, they will be losers. But how much have they gained when the SLPP is in power? And now ask, from where Sierra Leone be independent, who don't have the party, who don't do the most for the Southeast? Now the APC. At a time when the whole Sierra Leone not get light, they built the Dodo Dam in Kenema, then put a generator on a bow, then formed the Bo Kenema Power Authority. Bo and Kenema been they get light, the rest of Sierra Leone be there in darkness. When the IDA projects were in Sierra Leone, massive development been they take place now the Southeast. Yes. Some of us know it because we were there. It's not tribalism. It's not politics. It's a fact that a few people, they manipulate them brother and sisters them for belief say the other side now the enemy. They are not the enemy now. Now your brother and sister, they're now an enemy. You want the order in politics. The mother bios and others. Now they are the enemies of the people of the Southeast. When mother bio and in cabal, they don't go join with drug cartel. The drug not don't spread all over Sierra Leone.
Mm-hmm.
Is it not affecting people in the Southeast?
All about.
Where hardship can of the country, they're not the sufferer. But when election come, then they go preach to them. BD, mia. This is the crap that Sierra Leoneans get for begin think above. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
We have to heal this problem. We get for heal them. If we not heal them, now we divide Sierra Leone. Now we shape them. Now make that line. Northeast be one country, Southwest be one country. Northwest be one country, Southeast be one country. Let there be peace. Because without peace, Progress not a day. We cannot continue like this forever and ever. It's not possible. Not all time, pass with a create crisis, where they lead with to violence. No, bo. Let's get peace now. And for make we get that peace, the idiots they all put before we in the SLPP and the APC will get for tell them the truth. Because at the end of the day, we are all citizens in Sierra Leone. Nobody not get more right past me and you in Sierra Leone. You can get all your money or your business. That does not give you more rights than me.
You know, this lie we they talk about, so you are so correct that
You namesake they call.
I not go condemn him, not now, not ever.
Yes, Bafode.
You know,
I believe you know.
with all
With all
seriousness, Koto, how you do, sir?
You
You see this history of revisionism, when they make them and them always write them, book them on that election issue, they all lie. Where
Imran.
I don't dey tell people them. I said that thing they were they read not correct.
Imran.
I get a letter.
Imran.
Mm.
The history of Sierra Leone, the only book where I read we correct now Christopher Fife in book Sierra Leone Inheritance.
Oh,
The rest of them now politicized lies.
yes.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
No, let before they come inside.
I not think they hear before they hear Imran.
no, no, they am.
I don't know why this thing can they do so.
The thing don't. Because then they are what I talk all. I go back for listen. I know hearing nothing.
Yeah, that's what people they say we Mr. Toure they talk, they know the area. I be forget to tell you.
Yeah, I don't hear you now clear. I don't hear you now clear.
The same pan recording when people they watch, not the area, Mr. Toure.
Yeah, not true. Well, if I hear you so, then go hear me.
Oh, now they hear you now, self now?
Yeah, the area now clean, yes. It clean small.
Yes, I did. Yes. The thing, but the first thing I want to touch about is no, because we first of all we not value. I mean, ethnic groups in a salon. I mean, the other one, the way the minority, we not get respect for them. Because look at a country like Tanzania. You know, see the island of Zanzibar. Now only 1.5 million people out of all a population of 30 something million.
Yeah, I know.
Zanzibar gets 1.5 million people. But because of the unity of the country, we say Tanzania, they get for the part of governance. When they be part of governance, now make you see that lady where they so now that
And I'm from Zanzibar.
yes, because now be the vice president,
Mm-hmm.
now make it be. But we now will see like where we with the form government, like this government now, a whole district like Bombali, them they ignore them. Carrying they ignore them. I mean, that is a very big population. When they give back position, they you see the biasness. So because we not value each other, even when they say, "Oh, and Kurma, give people them southeast them power," but how many of them? They said they not be boku. Now, no this now it pass mark, but they said they not be boku that time though. Because I even with tell my friend we be SM APC, I said this is not normal law. That the same country so you take it, we put all them people and you put one or two from the southeast. But that time he did not understand what I was saying. Now you don't understand what I mean. What I mean. The consciousness where you talk about Mr. Jallo, you're not for calm.
Why?
You talk because the allegiance and the holiness of these political parties, that's not the problem. Look now, okay, now look at from abroad now, the one who they abroad.
Mm-hmm.
Imran, they talk about that guy. That guy, don't see doing you can't know yard. That guy did lie like fish.
We deserve that. You know what you make us say we deserve that?
No, sir.
People don't come here to listen to what is correct. They go to weird and these places because they need that pain, that hype. Whether they can't lie on them, tell them what
Yeah.
thing they make them feel good, now irrelevant.
Because then you go with this flow. What you matter you do,
Well,
what
the
about
flow
do.
is stupid.
Yeah, no,
Bafode,
me, I agree
Bafode,
with you.
Bafode. The flow is stupid, and we need to begin to tell Sierra Leoneans that it is not the flow that matters. It is how we think for make Sierra Leone matter. Now, I
Yes,
make we
listen.
say it not get for B, me say how. Because one thing I know, my platform will grow and it will change Sierra Leone.
Yes,
I
me,
not
I,
expect and saying it'll be tomorrow morning.
I'm looking forward to that. Me, I look forward to that. But what I
Me
talk
not
again?
get any doubt about that, Pafode. You not sabi me, na I will meet up. Me na trained trade unionist.
Yes,
And one thing about me, Madabio and Escoma, they're not relevant to me. So they cannot create fear and they cannot stop me. And I don't have a political intention to go and run for presidency. That's what gives me the advantage to say it as it should be said.
Mr. Jallo, if you dey abroad, you dey in a country where they practice a rule of law, you get a job, you get everything we want. You dey sit down, you dey support a political party where from what it kind of power, there is no headway for the economic life of the people. But you dey sit down, you dey lie,
I want to
you
let
dey
you
lie
know
so
one thing. Most of these guys who come to social media to talk, they are jobless. Then they
well,
seek recognition as Sierra Leone because they need support.
no, I mean, no go see the job of Mr. Jallo. I go talk say
Mhm.
they know say Saloni they earn easy money and you will save that money, you will do something with them. You dey thief money, then now Salon then they pay parliamentarian or minister. All the money they pay, I know the user, then they give them motoka, then they give them fuel, then they give all kind of allowances. So now I think say that this is the why they prefer that salon money, then they prefer that salon money because easy, forget, and you do nothing, and you will save that money there. That guy, he did lie so he did talk about football all how them run salon under APC when he never be. I I can't understand
Oda
how
na
come they can't
discourse you will not they talk about because me not be
A
listening.
gentle,
Oda,
gentle.
gentle.
they,
Yes.
they say
You know if it's a if it's a bit talk yourself, they say they talk say waiting any talk for say waiting you go nyaka nyaka. When for say nyama nyama,
he say na him Patrick Madam.
mother.
Uh, anyway, let not spend too much time on them. Mr. Jala, talk about
That man is a non-entity.
talk
Patrick
about the
Mada Koroma from
Nine.
Pujam.
yeah.
Bad.
The thing here is okay. Let's say a family, Mr. Jallo. Let's say a family of
Mm.
a big family. Then the two are like man them. We know show nothing for their existence. Now them people and they listen to. Then they support them when they do the bad things. Them. Now so me say, go.
If they
I
talk
know
about whose family, they
the
not.
the Salon family. No, the Salon family,
Mm.
where the APC and SLPP, when are the two people that we don't cause, I mean, economic backwardness.
Mm.
Now them people in back, they sit down, they lie for them, they defend them, then they try
Ah,
for
and
them.
the other one.
You don't know why?
That the same thing like we they want to go inside for the job. Them
You
let them
don't
finish
know
the job.
why? It's not only
So that
about the jobs. Even this thing they call tribalism in Sierra Leone. Watch the people that they preach and most. Now people them where they seek recognition. The typical Mende man The typical Chimney man, they not they preach tribalism.
Mm.
And people them we maybe get a foreign background, but you want let they associate them with the tribe, so it is secret recognition. And then they make the most noise.
Yeah.
Anyone said me own experience back. Anybody we just talk the language, we identify himself as that particular ethnic group. Then at the now they can be the extremist.
Well, now they talk. What you
I
don't
don't
talk?
I don't know.
I don't
Exactly that.
I don't see I don't see him personally. This my brother here, so he say enough for a man. Now you brother.
So that
No, now one man from Usha Komot.
uh,
He say enough for a man. But that man they talk in the language. Love of bad. That one the extremist.
tribalist.
That one now the one people why the one people I say una no need that man. One day, na this woman the brother come out, he come na Belgium. I see that man a nice man. I tell me brother, I see me brother come up behind that man. You don't believe.
Pass me one go
I say,
get in trouble.
you kill him. He say trouble.
That's why I put katana in.
He beat him, serious one. Nah, me I see
Well,
him.
now the other side of a problem you they talk so. Other side of a problem, if you watch all the people the way they preach agitation right now, where they preach hate, now highly traumatized people.
It could be
And
yes,
most of
yes.
them were somehow involved in the last war.
Yeah.
If not to RDF combatant, now somebody then be conscript willfully, where it don't go through trauma. What you get for understand is from 1991 to now, the generation of Sierra Leoneans who they talk about, say they below age 35, now that 10 them they come up as speaking. So they suffer the brunt of the psychological damage where the war caused to the country. Now I make people that like Anes Kroma, them mean Kailu Mansare, etc., when are older generation, they ought to know better. But they are misusing this younger generation for get the economic benefit. So they accelerate the rate of damage. Sierra Leone is a sick country. We get to accept that first and foremost. And know what thing for do for make we rise again. Otherwise, yeah, all of these guys where they make tough bad manners alone, then picking and then get for can suffer.
Mm.
Because when you create a society that is damaged, when you not there again, now you picking and they go for dumper. They tell me left salon, they not been the billows, then put metal na gate metal na window metal na this. Now all the houses have metals all over, so it's self-prison. 1998, when I left Sierra Leone, that kind of building not been there. Then they put metal, but now inside the glass. Now they outside the glass.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they build gate, then build fence. Yeah, boy,
Na
we
mini
not,
prison. The hostel na mini prison.
we not go able to go before.
Na mini prison.
We always talk about them who's there. I will one give example back.
Mhm,
One guy from a worker, if you don't get money, it can't build around 40 area.
mhm.
He can build fine house. He do the way they talk so. Now that do motor make that gets 9 kill and per fire accident.
Ah well. Fire
I'm
come
telling
in able come out because the
you,
host don't
come
one.
out. Yes. They all that do motor we in the mix so open it again. 9 kill 'em.
Now this not the
So
thing where some of we they talk, Pa Mustafa.
I always want to talk and we they talk about always want to give this example. See, this is not a normal prison, no. This is not any cause you die once.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Yep. You want
Because
to escape like not get fire exit.
we reckless enough not for things say doing things this way get future effect on we stability. It get future effect on we sanity. We are the people destroying ourselves because we dey encourage a few idiots them for mislead the country.
Mm-hmm.
Now we dey destroy ourselves. And it's time we begin to say it loud and clear.
You see, I've been talking about the family where I talk say, you know, go look the family, the people, the two wayward people in the family, now they take yeah, I mean,
The wayward people then they prosper. Now forget safeguard for the beat them who they are misbehave. Now it's alone no undo.
yeah, no, but okay, look,
Go
take the
ahead.
example back. You know, say, I don't hear you, Samura, once they talk, say, that power they get them one drop of blood, not the beer. Because I want this exam. I want this man tell me, which in Africa, opposition will
Now
get
left
power easily like
Africa,
that.
That the word.
left Africa. Let we look at what they go on Sierra Leone. Does Samoa really understand the psychological and psychiatric state of Sierra Leone?
And I don't understand it because the way in the talk, if we say politics, they can have politics with the softest of yeah, one blood, not the drop here. We but power, you know, in politics, gentility not the day.
Gentility they come, but at a later date.
Yes. Look, where Trump won the first time one presidency. It intimidate the Hillary Clinton, so the Brit Panam, so the woman they run na the stage. It-
Right now, Trump they use all kind criminal tactics. We see don't get this under control. Una go see him as a soft man because you know saying don't get all the under control.
Before you know they can't kill me, they can't let full slash, you know. Yeah, they can't let full. Before the thing that when they drink, I just see make they laugh me. Yeah.
I know 11 o'clock don't pass. You can't run away just now.
Papa, and they can't go this so that
No, that's what one of Mr. Said, I just short one I'll make today. I just summarize them now, Mr. Jallo.
Mm.
This political, I mean, the worship, where people in the worship political party, me, I see them as a danger.
Not the danger. Not the danger.
that's a big danger. That's true.
I see them as a danger.
Me they
But
call
you,
that obsession. Now obsession.
yeah, it
A
was
madness.
perfect. Normally, if then kind of election there, how did it happen? This low election. Now, they don't have for sure they say vote a party, we don't get interest in the politics.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Una don't come, una don't change your lives, they think they go worse. But you still take cutlass, they go and follow people them, stone people them for this kind of thing.
This to themselves, oh.
No, now they say, now they say, you for look, see, them people like that, you support them heart and soul. They don't do anything for change your life. Now they go kill.
I'm with you on it, 100%. I'm with you.
This to me, the way this thing they pain me. For
Man,
see,
that they pain me.
Well,
it,
the one with the more and me more. Now when they go meet the people in the Masala Sea.
Me, nothing
it,
other than they do na salo, they pain me. Nothing do.
Mm.
Instead of me vex, na the idiots that they cause. Mother be they tell her I'm a fiber roast goat. And
you know,
escrow my head fiber like could have been a touchstone.
that man na private jet they use. They say he care.
He
Na
care,
private jet
he
they use.
care. Why they talk so in the hard time, he dey vex. And if you not take 10 hypertension, they kill him, he go left.
Anyway, I know if I think now Friday now come back.
So they come back
So like just
Friday.
I
We
just like
need
this.
forget them guys here for behave properly before they. And one way we can get them for behave properly, now for chuk their emotions them. When they monitor them here and there, they will behave. I swear to God.
tell me the only thing like when you talk so me if the people begin to show I mean they show some sign of compliance, we don't understand the problems. Then people are here, we not for listen to them, not for dance with them
Well,
people
now
are
they
here,
do so.
not for no,
Now they do so.
now that thing at the danger that they did.
Now they do so.
Oh, somebody come 10 years, they can't run to 10 years. There's no sign say you will change that house where you sleep. You still live at that
They
house.
no sign nor they say you able afford for it 2 meals a day. No sign nor
Yes,
they say you able afford for pay transport for go work and turn back 1 week
exactly.
consecutively.
No,
Then you
whenever they
still
want
dey
to
go
do.
dance for the person.
Oh, that they don't bring rest, so don't forget rest don't come.
Oh, I fine.
They don't bring rest. On
If
mango settle and what is not yeah.
I fine.
Okay, I'll let for
Okay.
we'll talk
We
later.
no say it not go be overnight, but we go keep saying the same thing. One day, the people then go get sense. One day, then go get sense.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Okay,
Thank you for calling. We go talk on Friday.
okay, sir.
Right. Pambulem, I think we don't do what you for do today. Me, cause the man will not get stamina. I don't know what you
Yeah,
do.
yeah, 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 yeah,
You
yeah,
know stamina, paddy.
yeah, yeah. I did try to avoid that man way, Mr. Ture talk, but then no can beat me self just no.
This is a man's world.
Daddy, Famulem, we want to tell you thank you that we come today. We dey go. Then say Kapu sense no Kapu word. We come now for put some things and done are gone. For those we get yes, for me they yeri. The one that we not get, we still love them. If they no yeri now, we push camp and shove, then we yeri.
Yeah. That's any
Um,
then get yourself for blame.
I want for say hi to we contributors them, Janet Sopa. They say, may God continue to give us wisdom to overcome this difficult situation. Indeed, that is our prayer and with a hope. But prayer, no more alone, not enough for Sierra Leone because I don't think when they pray. Then say, then say, faith without action is dead. You get for back faith with action. And one of the best way we will back faith with action, now for let we change with perception, with mentality. Let we change the way we perceive of things. It affects with behavior. If we not do that, we not go able for overcome the things that will happen. But prayer alone is not enough. Gent, then Mr. Queer say gentle. What's it? He said gentle was RUF combatant.
Akoroma idiot now.
Yeah, that's true. Mr. If you read that. He said we should ban the two major party. It look like say that is one thing where Sierra Leone and them we all get for come together, we decide the best way forward. Because this suggestion looks like a good one. Because if we get two party them, we get two very chronic bad attitude, not get empathy, humanity, not they just they kill their own citizens either physically or they kill them by default, and they kill them physically and emotionally. Then they kill them. You know the amount of people that don't die through hypertension, through malnutrition. The beginning when they through
Let tell you something what I discovered by reading last night. I sent you some books, not so.
yeah, plenty one.
Under normal circumstances, the human being for live 900 years. You know why we not dey live that long anymore?
Mhm.
As the world they grow, they become modernized. The level of stress, the contamination of food, the contamination of the environment, etc., it they reduce with lifespan. Under normal circumstances, our physiological systems are made to live up to 900 years. Now, why I read that, I say, oh, That means I will say first, and people let me they live very long. Now the stress what they create for each other now in the kill. So if the people of Sierra Leone sit down, a few people they create stress for them all the time, it's fine for them. Then they forget wise. When they say una kalo can say bo tire, una go vote for una self. Who sit down now with us.
They say righteous like dove, but they say wise like a serpent. We all get for be a serpent because a lot of people feel to say snake na satanic thing, but when you talk about wisdom, now the Bible na snake like they use, they say as wise as a serpent. Mr. Kuyate, Mr. Kuya say he say it is not just about conviction. You have to be brave. Yeah, that is true. You have to be brave as well. But he also say fortune will always favor the brave. Not really, because fortune can favor the fools as well. Because
But they are brave. Being brave and being a fool are two different, you know. Madabio is a fool, but he's brave.
they say fortune favor fools.
Madabio is a fool, but he is
You
a
know,
brave fool. It's a fact.
you know that one.
It's a fact. I won't let person deny that.
But that's fact. That's fact. Anyway, Fambul, we have contributors there. Mataruna Tenki, Mr. Kuya. I don't know if Al Kuya. I don't know if I pronounce the name right.
Yeah, all right. No worry.
I tell you, thank you for coming.
The man are relaxing.
I tell you, thank you. You know, thank you guys. I love Una so much. And I
You
know
know,
Una going to reciprocate the love.
Imran,
Yes, we will see Una on Friday.
Imran,
Yes, sir.
before they go,
Mhm,
one of the things these guys take to control our people,
mhm.
they have made our country into cowards. We get for make people them brave enough. Bravery not mean say you are a warrior fighting. But a company man can't tell you nonsense. Tell us about what you talk so now nonsense.
Of course. Therefore, assert yourself.
That nonsense. I not believe what you talk so. That's bravery.
Mhm, mhm.
And another side of bravery, stand up to what you believe in
Conviction.
and believe in what you stand up for.
Yeah.
That's not bravery. That not mean say for go fight. Fighting na barbarism, not to bravery. So we people them, now pull them by that hole where they don't put them, hole of cowards. After all, them how they inside sell people APC, they're not better pass to people them.
Mhm. Yeah.
That man where they state house we been there now one room na England, they eat crow.
Well, you get quite a lot of other people who want you know where you left. A lot of people are afraid for upset people. If I have to say something what I'm convicted about, I feel very, very much I'm I believe in it so much. I go say me peace without prejudice. I go say, you know. But quite a lot of people are afraid for hurt other people. So they know they assert themselves enough.
Then others will hurt you.
You know.
Others will hurt you because you always go to carry the pain of others. Okay, fumble them. Una thank you for listening to we. We go calm, we go they calm. And I want una no say yeah. We not get limit. We not they can create trouble now for Salomon. We not get limit as to how we they analyze what's wrong but we country. Let we they come and listen here. Let we learn. Let we take part in the conversation. Everybody is welcome. We not they say what you they say now in the gospel truth. We now lead with the direct. Una learn from that. Una take control of una country in welfare without going to fight anybody. Take control. When the man guy talking nonsense, tell and say you don't done. Like many of them come out and be honest. Oh, you don't talk that, say you don't done. Okay, but thank you, clear out. I don't hear it. That's it. I don't need you. Don't create a situation outside then guys here go no say we don't need them. Now then need we. Then we go see things begin for work in our country. But all the time the pa don't come. Now for listen to the pa. What that make am pa? And I thank you for listening to we. We will come on Friday. Do ya before they go. Would I not subscribe it? Would they beg you like subscribe? Lord, we keep the channel going. Would I not like the video? It like them. And above all, wanna help we for share this channel. Let more people hear the nonsense they talk. Me what they talk so now nonsense are they talk. But me nonsense get for make sense. Jesus Christ we been there alive now nonsense he be they talk. Today they go bribe pastor for make we hear in word. Prophet Muhammad, we been start, now nonsense he be they talk. Then run after I go sit on Medina. Today we they go pray 5 times for hearing word. This is the life. This is the reality. This is how it is. The word of God comes from the words of man. We are here to guide Sierra Leone out of the mess we depend. If there's any nonsense with the talk, so be it. But there'll come a time people will realize that these were the guys trying to guide us out of this nonsense. And nothing they stop me for do that. I want to know that. Nothing. Not even the terrorism act. Oh, they ready, let them say me not terrorists, agree. When me be terrorists, then be terrorists. When them be terrorists, me be terrorists. But thank God me not they sell cocaine and not they traffic drug. So now, thank you. Now, good night. The last word they about to you, son.
Samuel, you know that. Every time now we dey go.
Okay, now bye.
We pledge love and loyalty to we country salo. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salo. We not for make this country fall. Mama salo. We let we salo. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salo. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they buy. We they are, we just a try. This thing I don't come up and dry. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they buy. We they are, we just a try. But this thing I don't come up and dry. We pledge we love and loyalty to we country salute. My how we day, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We salute.
For the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country. I guess I carpets, no man kereka. Come on, Konica, come on, Kereka. Chamucham, Mama Monica. Kai Bom, Yaman Konica. For the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country. And they go and they beg. Then come and shame. The people that they gen. Then Hagawa shem. They make me the chicken and the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. Forgive them by scripture. They make me put the chicken and the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. Don't forgive them by scripture.
We pledge love and loyalty to we country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet, sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. But this sweet land we not for make them fall. We let we salute.
We salute. I say no place like home. I like it, I can talk them. I like it, I can fight them. Oh no, who go speak for the voiceless? Oh yeah. The system they broken is lawless. Then they use the power for oppress. Mama cry for the picky where them put to rest. The streets they red like the sunset. Oh yeah. Bodies that fall, but we no forget. The women them cry, them pain at the silence. Who go fight for justice in this violence? Our leaders were the love for the nation. Why you not they bring with tribulation? Them they kill with dreams with oppression. Sierra Leone,